All right, everybody, the time has come for you to take your practice assessment. So this is your practice test before we take the real thing tomorrow. So if you will open up your workbooks to page 203, so I circled it here at the bottom, 203. We are going to go through, we are going to cross out some of these problems. Our practice test is 4 pages long, but your actual test is not that long, so I don't want you to have to worry about some questions on here that you won't see on your test. So what we're going to do, we are going to go through some of these numbers, and we are going to put an X over the ones you are not going to do. Now, if you want to do these problems just for fun or extra practice at home, you absolutely can, but you do not have to. So, here on the first page, page 203, you will do all 3 of these problems. On the next page, we are going to skip number 5 and number 6. We will also not be doing numbers 7 or 8. So you can do them at home for practice, but you do not have to do them for your practice test because we will not be testing on those skills. You will do number 9. And on the last page, you will do number 10, but you do not have to do number 11 and 12. So you only have about 5 or 6 questions that you have to do in this assignment, and the rest you can practice at home. Okay, so now I am back at the beginning of our practice test, so page 203 again. And since this is in our workbooks, I'm going to read you your problems, and then you will need to pause the video so that you are able to work on them. So I'm going to read number 1. Then I want you to pause the video so that you have time to work on it. And when you press play, I'll talk about number 2. And I will also remind you what problems we will not be doing. So let's start on page 203. Number 1 says Frank has 15 books to read. He reads 9 of them. How many books does Frank have left to read? So you will choose a strategy to solve this problem, work it out in this area, and write your answer below. If Frank has 15 books to read and he reads 9 of them, how many books does Frank have left to read? Now's a good time to pause the video to work on number 1, because I'm about to talk about question number 2. So pause the video so you have time to work. Number 2 says Mark has some red marbles. He has 8 blue marbles. Mark has 13 marbles in all. How many red marbles does he have? And then you will fill in the answer choice. So Mark has some red marbles. He has 8 blue marbles. Now he has 13 marbles in all. How many red marbles does he have? So pay close attention to how many marbles are blue and how many marbles he has in all. What is the difference? Number 3 says, which fact family matches the picture of the big ducks and small ducks? So you are going to look at these fact families and see which one matches the big and small ducks. So you will need to know how many ducks there are, how many are brown, and how many ducks are white. And those numbers will give you your fact family. So go ahead and pause the video because this one might take a couple minutes to count all of the ducks and their colors and find your fact family. Number 4 says, which related subtraction fact can be solved using 7 plus 8 equals 15? Now remember, a related fact is in the same fact family as your equation. So the related fact has to be in the same fact family as this equation here. So look through your answer choices and fill in the choice that is the related fact for 7 plus 8 equals 15. We will also be skipping 7 and 8, as we said, but if you want to try them at home, you absolutely can. We will be doing number 9. Number 9 says, use the number line to count on or count back to find the difference. Show your work. So it wants us to find 12 minus 4. So remember, you can count on or count back using the number line to find your difference. Then you will write your answer in the blank. And on the last page, we will be doing number 10, but not 11 and 12. And again, if you would like to do the problems we're crossing out at home for extra practice, you can, but you do not have to. So number 10 says, Ming has 14 books. She sells 8 books. How many books does she have left? Make 10 to solve. Use counters and the 10 frame. So if Ming has 14 books and then she sells 8 of them, how many does she have left? You can use the tens frame to help you. So count the total number of counters that are here. Make 10 and show that she sold or took away 8 of the books. Then write how many she would have left. Now I will be sending out our practice assessment answers so that you are able, or an adult is able, to check your work for you at home. But this is a great practice for what we will see tomorrow on our test. Now again, I crossed out quite a few problems because a lot of that is not on our test. But it is still good practice if you would like to do it at home, but you do not have to. Please make sure that you do complete the problems that we did not cross out. If you have any questions while going over this or when checking your work, please let me know and I will be able to help you.